Hello everyone, my name is TastefulRobot1523 and welcome to a Scratch tutorial on variables, operators, and booleans. Variables can be found underneath the Data tab. You click on Make a Variable and then you can type in the variable name. For this example, let's just say, I don't know, against wall. And so then these windows pop up. You can use these to set the variable to different things, change the variables, and show or hide it on the screen like when you're playing. This is used inside operators, which can be found underneath the operators tab. Operators can be used to determine different things and like pick random variables and stuff. So like, and they can be used together. So like, if you're setting a variable, you can like set against wall to pick a random number. So like, if you need a random variable for some reason, like in my Five Nights at Freddy's 2 game. Yeah. And then booleans are found under the control tab. They can be used as loops or making decisions or waiting for certain things and stuff like that. In these slots, there can be operators or different things underneath the sensors in there. So like if there's a key press or something like that. But we're just working with operators and stuff today. So let's delete all this. Whatever. Okay. Okay, so now we've got our variable. Let's make a guy real fast. Just, I don't know, just pick a random one. We'll use a bat, and then downscale it a little bit. Okay, and then we'll draw a wall here. So a nice thick wall. Just like that. So we're going to be using variables to make the bat not be able to go through the wall. So let's go into the scripts. So when flag clicked forever, because you want to keep checking it over and over again. If then if against wall equals 1, then we'll just have it back up, I guess. So yeah, change x. We'll just do change x by -2. This isn't a super good wall script. I'll have another tutorial on this. I'm just like giving an example that you could possibly use variables for. So if it's touching the wall, then it'll change x by that. So now we need to change the variables. Right now it's just going to stay at 0, 0, and stuff like that. And then we also need to make him be able to move. So we'll just make him move real fast. So when flag clicked forever, if then, so then we're gonna have to use these, I guess, too. So I guess we'll also be using these in the tutorial. So up arrow, down arrow, right arrow, and left arrow. And so that if they're pressed, we'll just have it change the x, like that, change the x or y by 10. So we'll just do that. Change y by 10, -10. Okay. So now if we do it, we'll be able to move the character a little bit. See that? But see, right now he's going through the wall because the against wall thing hasn't been set yet. So let's stop that. So to make it be able to hit the wall, usually like you won't need variables if you're staying in the same thing. I mean, in this case we wouldn't really need a variable, but So we'll just go into this one. These variables are like buckets, and you have to put something into them to like make them be like different. Otherwise, they're just zero and they don't do anything. And variables are used to transmit data from different sprites. So when if I clicked forever, if then else, if touching bat. Then we set against wall to 1, and then if it's not, then we set against wall to 0. So let's try it. So now he cannot go into the wall, go past the wall. So yeah, we could always hide that too by unchecking that, so the player can't see that. Stuff like that. So that's just an example of how to use variables. You can, yeah, there's so many things you can do with them, and like picking random. We'll do this. So we'll pick a random. So delete all this so far, except for that. So, oh yeah, we still need this. Hold on. Forever. Yeah. If touching bat, settings to 1. Okay. So now we're gonna make him, like, after he touches the wall, just like teleport to a random location. So forever. If no, against wall equals 1, then go to pick random -14 to like -100. Pick random -100 to 100. Alright, so now he'll teleport randomly. So yep, he just moves around and teleports your random stuff. So yep. That's in essentially how you use variables and stuff. You can also use the ands and ors and nots down here for certain variables. So like, let's say if it's not touching the wall, it'll be way different. So now, unless it is touching the wall, it'll stop like doing that, but otherwise it's just going to keep randomly teleporting. Another way to slow down the teleporting so you can actually see him is you can put in like a wait. So you can actually see the different positions he's going into. Yeah. And then you can like wait until key space press. So now it'll teleport once until you press space again. So like that, and then I press space, and then I press space again, and just keep doing that. Although that's still kind of jumpy, so you can add a wait after that. I mean, and that's kind of slow, so I can like make it halfway. Yep. And so yeah, forever loops, make it and repeat until, so just make it keep going. Repeat that. This one makes it repeat a certain amount of times. Forever is obviously keeps going on, and repeat until is that repeats until a variable, like let's say against wall equals 1, happens or something like that. So like this could repeat, instead of being a forever loop, it could be a repeat against until against wall equals 1. So your guy will you'll lose control of your guy once you hit the wall. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but that's just an example. So yeah, these are used to make decisions with certain things. Stop all or stop this script. It's just used to basically shut down like either everything or the script that it's in, or all the scripts and that's right. So you can use that if you want like to make something go away permanently or something like that. These ones I don't use too much. I mean you can, but I just don't use them that much. And operators, you can put these inside of these. So like inside like that. So if you want to like use it for some reason, like for like exposition, like being relative to something, although technically you could use where is it? This, and so like you could use this inside of like one of these, so like exposition of like sprite 1 minus whatever, so that way it'll be on like that's this side of it or something like that. Yeah. And so then again, ands, it requires both variables to be that to do whatever's in the boolean. And then same thing with the or, except it's either one or the other. Not means it can, like it doesn't want to be that. And then that's pretty much it, all I use. And then divide, multiply, subtract, and add. So thank you so much for watching, and as always I will see you in the next video.